questions here, Jen. It's time to get your pet questions answered live.
The number to call right now is
608.
Thank you. 270-9933. Dr. Carrie Donahue from Full Circle Holistic Veterinary Care is with us now.
Good to see you again.
Hello, you too.
Happy New Year, I guess.
Yes,
Oh
definitely.
no, we've seen you already. It's February.
Yeah,
What am I
that's true.
talking about? Let's go to the phones, and we'll start with Donna.
Oh, Diane. Diane in Mount Horeb. Hi, Diane. What's your question?
I have a cat that drools when she purrs. And it's only when she purrs she drools.
Interesting. And that might just be, if your cat is purring and they're getting kind of stimulated, that drooling is just sort of part of that whole process. That's interesting, though. I've not heard of a cat doing that before with the drooling, but I was kind of thinking, drooling can be a sign of dental disease, dental pain. It doesn't sound like it in your case, but, that's always something to keep in mind, too.
It's Pet Dental Health Month.
It is, absolutely.
Most people don't, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of people don't brush their pets' teeth.
A lot of people don't. It's hard. It's difficult. And, if you can brush your pet's teeth, I usually say as often as you can, but if you can do it a couple times a week, every day is ideal. But some dogs and cats just won't tolerate it. And in that case, there are alternatives. You can get water additives, which are kind of like enzyme formulas that you put in the water dish, so whenever they're drinking water, they're getting that kind of flush to their mouth. And there are dental treats and chews that you can use too. So if brushing isn't an option, there are other things that you can do.
The additives you're talking about for the water, can you have like one bowl and a cat or a dog?
Absolutely.
It's okay? All right.
Yep, definitely. Everybody in the house can have it. Yes.
You can have two yourself.
All right, great. We'll all share.
All right, let's go to Leanne and Grace. Hi, Leanne, what's your question?
Hi, I have a husky, and he's about 18 months old. He has become very protective of his food dish, to the point that he snaps at us when we're even in the same room with him. What's going on with that?
That's something that can develop in animals where they're where they feel like they need to protect their food from anybody else, any other animals, or even people. So a young dog like yours, my recommendation would be to contact a trainer or an animal behaviorist, because this is a behavior that you want to stop, as soon as you can and while your dog is still young. And they would be able to give you the tools to do that and give you ideas on how to, work with your dog so they're not what we call food reactive.
And that's not going to get any better.
It's not going to get better, exactly.
Yeah.
So you want to nip it in the bud now.
Okay. And we have Jules from Beloit. Hi, Jules. What's your question?
Yeah, I'm on.
Go ahead, Jules. All right.
Hi. I'm wondering about dark stool, dark diarrhea in our little dog.
Oh, okay. And when when your dog has diarrhea, that's one thing if it's normal colored, but if you're seeing the darker color, that can be the sign that there is some internal bleeding. And because the blood that comes out in the stool can have that dark color. So if it's not resolving within a couple of days, I would go into the vet. I would take a stool sample into your veterinarian, and they can analyze that and check and see if there are any parasites in there or anything else going on. But it's something to be concerned about. With the potential for blood in there, it just means that there's inflammation in the GI tract.
All right.
We have Janet from Reesville. Hi, Janet. What's your question?
Hi.
Go ahead.
Janet?
I don't think is there.
Okay.
Let's go to Ken in Wanakee. Hi, Ken.
Hi.
What's your question?
My daughter has a 14-year-old toy poodle, and the veterinarian pulled all the poodle's teeth out. And the vet said that toy poodles have a tendency to lose all their teeth. Is that true?
It really is kind of even generalized with very small breed dogs. Poodles are definitely part of that. Yorkies, really small dogs tend to have a lot of dental disease. So that can happen where if it looked like all of the teeth were involved, were infected, that what we call a full mouth dental extraction can be done. And it's amazing. Dogs can still eat kibble. They can still do everything even without having any of their teeth.
Brush those teeth.
Yes, right.
Yeah, it goes right back to the teeth.
Exactly.
Carrie, good to see you again.
You
see you
too.
next month.
Okay,
Thanks for calling in, everybody. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.